Hi guys, Vivian's here, postcard from Cebu. I love you, baby.
Love you too, baby. So we've been getting a number of questions on our channel from our viewers about the CR-1 visa process that that we went through, and also shout out here to Bruce and Yuri. We're looking to Bruce, Yuri, Vivian, and myself. We are talking to each other about doing a collaboration with their channel, which they would like to chat with us also about the CR-1 visa process.
Yeah.
So, and that is what we went through. We were married in Manila. Huh?
Yes, last January 2016.
Yes. So, and right after we were married, actually, when I got back to the States.
Yeah, you process the USCIS papers.
Yeah.
He runs 10 months. And after 10 months, I go.
Yeah. So I filed
I
the form I-130 with USCIS, and with it, all the usual documents, the marriage, copy of the marriage certificate, copy of all the documents related to me, and the death certificate of Vivian's previous husband, and divorce papers from my previous divorce. And and there's a list of that information on the USCIS website. They tell you everything that you need to submit with the application, and of course the fee, I think, which was $420 if my memory serves me right. And when I submitted, I submitted copies of everything, not the originals. But in the cover letter, I mentioned that Vivian would have the originals with her at the visa interview, and if they wish to inspect those documents at that time, they could do that, right?
Right.
So once USCIS reviewed it, and I guess it took them about 3 months to do that, they forwarded the USCIS, which is Department of Homeland Security. They forward that package of documents to the National Visa Center, which is part of Department of State. And then the National Visa Center does its thing, processes the documentation, and may or may not ask for additional documentation. They do collect another fee, another couple of $100 I had to spend with the National Visa Center. And then after the National Visa Center does their thing, they sent you the notice for Vivian's visa interview in Manila, right?
Online medical.
Now, a lot of our Filipino viewers are worried about the Manila interview. So, can you tell them a little bit how that went?
No. Don't worry about the interview. If we have a lot of documentation, papers to show the consul, so no problem.
Now, prior to before you went to the visa interview, right? You had to go to St. Luke's for a medical exam.
Yeah.
How did that go? How did that go? Your medical exam?
We pay how much?
Yeah, I don't remember how much. I'll try and look that stuff up, guys, and post it for you, maybe in the description section below. But you remember? Was it pretty easy?
Yeah, pretty easy.
They took some blood tests, I guess, and they asked about your vaccinations, right?
Yeah.
So
they say that's why it's easy.
Yeah, so they'll ask about the vaccinations and do some blood tests and some other, I guess you fill out a questionnaire. Yeah. And then they gave you a package that was sealed, right? And so you take the sealed package with you for the interview, right?
Yeah. I bring for the interview.
So a thing to keep in mind, guys, is that Vivian, you actually made 2 trips to Manila, didn't you? One for St. Luke's And then you had to go back again.
For the interview in embassy.
Right. So, if your wife is from Cebu, then plan on a couple of plane rides. I also booked them a nice hotel. My stepdaughter and Vivian stayed in that hotel, which was you walk to St. Luke's from the hotel? Yeah, so it was close enough to St. Luke's.
Walk in only 5 minutes, I think.
Right. Now Vivian has a sister that lives near Manila, so when you went back for the interview, right? Didn't you get together with Grace and So, but there were some additional costs involved in traveling to and from Cebu and Manila, and also hotel expenses and stuff in Manila as well. And then when you finished the interview, they took your passport, right?
Yeah, I bring the passport,
So they took Vivian's Filipino passport, and in her passport they pasted the visa and sent it back to you, right, by courier?
Yeah.
And but you opted to pick it up, right? There was a place to pick up.
Yeah, and to go office in Cebu. SM.
So
you can choose. You can pick the nearest to go office in your place. You can choose.
So you like that better than them delivering door to door, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's much better to you go to go office than the deliver on the house.
Right, and then pick it up. Okay. So that was the process, and the whole thing from start to finish. I think I filed the initial paperwork with USCIS on February 10th.
Yeah.
And then you got your visa
Last
November, end of November, right? You received your passport back.
Mm.
And then it took another week or two to, because they tell you don't book any travel until you have that visa in your hand.
Yeah.
So then, now the fortunate thing about Vivian being in Cebu is there's a direct flight from Cebu to LA, and I booked Vivian on that flight. So she flew to LA, and then I flew out to LA from Maryland, to Los Angeles, and we met up there.
I have no stopover. I go direct because my husband afraid I'm losing when a lot of stopover. I can stop over on Korea or Japan.
So for me, because I travel quite often.
My husband put to me in the safe place. I can fly alone because I can fly alone. I'm alone to fly. I'm not escorted to my husband. So my husband put me in the safe, not connecting flight.
I take care of my baby.
Yeah.
So that's it, guys. That's the long and short of the CR1 process.
CR1 come to her and be prepared. The cold place, very cold. It's not easy. Cold. You can bring your be prepared all things, jacket. It was
63 degrees in LA when she landed, and she was freezing cold. And then we got back to Maryland, but that's a whole nother story. So
it's because here very, very cold. I cannot get over the cold. I cannot get over. I feel every day I'm frozen.
That's when you live all your life in a tropical island.
Very cold here. Even I don't know, different place in the US cold also. But here in Maryland, very cold.
All right. So what can they do if they have any questions, or any more questions? Leave in the comment section below, right?
So ladies, when you're ready to come US for visit your husband or what, be prepared.
Yep, be prepared for the cold. Unless you come in the summertime, of course, when it's just as hot here as it is in Cebu. Feel free to leave any comments in the comments section below. We'd love to hear from you. Also, please, up there somewhere is going to be Vivian's pretty face. Click on it to subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you join us. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.